Let's talk about incubating shipped eggs. I've actually got some in the incubator right now that I put in about 5 days ago. They've been in egg bras. Full disclosure, I've already went in and candled. I had to know what I was working with. The stress was too intense. I hate candling shipped eggs. I actually made a full video for TikTok, but I'm gonna do a more pinpointed video for y'all, specifically about the air cells and about some jiggly air cells that I have, just so you can lay your eyes on what we're talking about when we talk about unattached or insecure air cells, or whatever language we use to describe anything other than securely attached air cells. Because really, there are a lot of things that can go wrong with shipped eggs, but even with the best packaged eggs, usually air cells are attached upon arrival. Now, packaging matters because it helps to determine the severity at which they're detached. I mean, that and postal service handling, but I think one of the things that we do wrong most often is we don't allow our shipped eggs to rest when they get to us, and we don't give them these 3 to 5 days with the egg turner off to allow the air cells to settle. Because let me tell you, these eggs, they were individually bubble wrapped, they were packaged so nice and securely with a bunch of like polyfill stuffing in there, and they really were well packaged. So it wasn't the seller's fault that I do have some, at this point they're just jiggly air sacs. They're not detached, they are almost attached, but let me just show you. So we have pointy side down. You know, the other thing that I noticed is that I also tend to candle eggs like an ultrasound technician, moving all over the place. So our air cell is here. It should always be at the wide end of the egg. You can kind of see how when I turn this egg, there's a slight jiggle right there. That is what I'm referencing when I say they're not yet securely attached. There is some really nice development right there. That's awesome because these eggs, like I said, have only been incubating for about 5 days. And so to see development right now is very fortunate. Air cell right here, we can see the shadow of it. And this is a nice jiggly one right there. Also with some good development. See how as I turn the egg, you can kind of see it looks like a water line. See the movement? So for that reason, I'm going to leave these eggs in these egg bras for an additional probably 3 to 5 days. It's not going to harm these eggs not to turn them for a couple more days and to leave them pointy side up. It actually might harm them more if I were to put them, there's some nice development right there. If I were to put them on their sides and incubate as normal right now. Where are you, air cell? Here we see our air cell, and again, this one's slightly jiggly too, but still looks better. Really nice development. With this egg right here, I don't see the air cell up top, and that is because it is offset. Do you see it way down here? You can see the shadow of it. Nice development though. So those jiggly air cells are not a death sentence. They're super common, but if I were to lay them on their side and have the egg turner on, they could be a death sentence. And I think that is where a lot of us accidentally go wrong. You know, the other thing I noticed, I started off with 2 incubators back there, and all of the eggs out of 1 incubator, even though the humidity and temperatures are set to the same at both incubators, I bought both of the incubators at the same time, and one of them, the development looked really strong and really good, and in the other one, there was some development, but it wasn't quite as strong. And so that's interesting. So I ended up moving all of the eggs into the incubator with the stronger development, and we'll see what happens from there. Anyways, more will be revealed. I'll keep y'all posted. Wish me luck because I'm really looking forward to these American breasts, to having a sustainable meat bird on premises. And the mottled Brahma were just kind of something that got thrown in there. You know how that goes. And now I'm super excited about them too.